we needed a flower, and I don't see any around here right now
We have
on this spooky place.
flour. But yeah, we don't have an hour, so never mind.
Yeah, reason, Steven, is because remember, like, we're talking, you had to draw a giant, like, summoning circle, basically. A very intricate circle.
Well, yeah, I don't actually have any spells written down in my character sheet for that, so that makes sense.
Right, but I mean, like, remember, like the thing was 5, 10, 15, 20, at least a 20 by 20 magical circle of intricate design that you would have to go about doing. And at that point, I mean, I don't know if anyone's drawn pictures in the sand, but to do fucking like henna in this in forest dirt with roots and trees and shit, that shit's gonna take you forever.
All right. Well, now when we go and talk to Latia, she's gonna have some leverage on us, but that's fine.
I already feel like they had plenty, but
Yeah, well now she's got Cindy.
yep. So
Let's keep pressing on.
yep.
Alright.
Cool. So let's see here. I need survival checks from the rest of you all to traverse the rest of this forest to get to Latia's.
The rest of us or all of us?
All of you.
We got this.
Beavis tries to eat some poison mushrooms.
Yeah, so Beavis is the only one that's really gonna have any trouble with this. I need a Constitution check there, Steven.
That's not my strong suit.
Don't worry, you were.
Should I just click on the actual title of the?
This would be a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. Don't worry, I have what? Whoa! I rolled a 3.
You were not using that attribute anyway.
Yeah.
You have one tick of fatigue now.
I don't know what that means.
Good up. Book.
Yeah. Player's handbook.
Condition
Where?
fatigue.
Oh right, it'll be in the info thing too, I think.
But you can't actually look it up from.
Yeah, it's on the Roll20 info.
So you have disadvantage on ability checks until you take a rest, a long rest.
And that can happen just from like something tiring happen, whether we've slept recently or not.
Basically, it can be special abilities. So, like in the case of this one, some special abilities and environmental hazards, such as starvation and the long-term effects of freezing or scorching temperatures, can lead to special conditions called exhaustion.
Yeah, or like a poison or something.
So this is basically a harsh environment. Is what, because you're freezing, you're small. Like the entire environment is basically fighting you every step of the way. And so it was first a survival check to see if you guys could traverse it.
Oh, okay.
Second, basically anyone that rolled under a 10 then had to do a constitution check, which means you had a harder time doing it, but were you sturdy enough to do it anyway? And then you didn't do well on that one either, which means that you have a disadvantage on all ability checks.
So I will point out also there's different levels of exhaustion.
Yeah,
you
I'm looking
can
at that.
die from it. So
Yes.
but that takes a lot. Like that's
You really gotta try to kill yourself.
yeah.
Or have
And
some
long rest
mad
only-
curses.
Long rests only increase by one level, so it seems like it takes a long time to recover too.
Basically, if you're near death from exhaustion, it takes a week of recovery. Essentially, is kind of how it goes.
Damn.
Exhaustion is like one of the most bullshit mechanics ever if you stack them up, because you're just fucked forever.
Yeah. Alright, I have disadvantage on ability checks. Let's keep rolling.
Yeah. Okay. However, you guys do reach Latia's house at that point. I didn't have a cool nifty picture for you. I'm so sorry. Wait, I totally do somewhere. Where's Latia's house?
I know you used something before.
But it's got to be all different and jacked up looking now.
Well, we're still seeing the the illusion. I
Mm,
think.
Yeah.
I'm not. I don't think
Oh,
any
you
of
broke
at
it.
this point.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought it went back up.
No. However, when you reach the cottage, for about 5 feet around the cottage, you see that it is normal. Um, why that is, you don't know. But basically, you kind of almost like stumble into the clearing. Beavis is sitting there, like his hair's all matted and dripping with sweat. He's breathing crazy heavy. All of you are like, you all are pretty worn out, but like Beavis just looks like a fucking wreck, and he's like shivering a little bit. Anytime like it's got that like really nasty like cold sweat that goes down your spine.
I told you not to go swimming in the middle of the winter, man.
I guess City Boy couldn't handle the woods.
Yeah. But you eventually reach Latia's cottage or little domain, and when you enter that little like 7-ish foot clearing around this cottage, you hear her humming on the inside. Um,
All right.
Phoebus, Thorgil, Valar, I know all of you might have run into the song that she has hummed. Zach, I mean, this isn't an instrumental character like the last few games that we played. Do you feel that you would have some reason to know some ancient ditty?
Nope, not the slightest.
Okay, then don't roll. This would be like a history check or an intelligence check.
So do I have disadvantage on this because it's a skill thing? What is ability?
Yes, this would be. Yes, this would be a disadvantage.
So I roll disadvantage history.
Yes.
$13.
I'm missing Valar's. Yes, I am.
Sorry.
No problem. Just wanted to give you your opportunity.
Oh.
Oh.
History is not my strong suit.
So even exhausted, I'm the only one who...
Beavis, you're the only one that recognizes it, but like it like tickles your mind. Like it's like that song where you're like, oh, I know this song.
Wait.
But I don't remember all the words. You know, like kind of thing. It's when you play it and like you're sitting in like a restaurant, you're like, oh, I love this song, but I don't remember who it's by or what the name of the song is, kind of thing. And you remember that this is a story. This is a very very old song that mothers sing to their children to lull them to sleep.
Damn. Could I like maybe hum a bar or two of it along, like as we walk up, so that it's clear that I know what she's doing?
Like you can hum it, but like she's singing it. Like it's kind of got that low like that quiet whisper hum where they're kind of like, you know, like singing it, but it's almost like a hum, like when you're putting a kid to sleep.
Mm.
And
I think maybe I'm so tired that like as we walk up, I just kind of start humming it in tune. You can tell I know it, and I'm like kind of drifting off as we walk up.
Yeah. And if he rolled
Stop that.
higher, he would have
Don't
done
be
it in
creepy.
harmony.
Yeah.
That's what I'm gonna tell him.
Yeah.
What'd you say?
Stop that! Don't be creepy. Stop that! Don't be creepy.
Don't be creepy.
Too late.
So yeah, you reach the cottage and the door opens.
Oh, was she gonna be singing a Dendi?
And inside you see that she is sitting there next to Dendi, brushing her hair in what is almost like a vine cot, like a vine hammock. That's new to her place. That wasn't there before. And Dendi is asleep, passed out in this hammock, and she's brushing the girl's hair with her hand and humming to her.
Wow, that's creepy as fuck. When we walk in, Beavis will stop humming.
Yeah.
Good eye.
And probably like Balor's like, fine. Like, fuck. And she looks over at you all, and she motions quietly, and she stands up and motions to the table that you all had sat at previously, and she goes, "Go ahead, please be seated." Please keep your voice down, though. She's gone through quite the troubling time entering this realm.
Before we do that, is there a reason that you propagated our companion here?
Yes, it was for her own safety. For her to travel this domain of her own free will would slowly sap and ruin her life. I did not want that. I did not want that for one of my children.
Okay, that kind of answers my next question. I was going to say, why do you care for her safety? But I guess I'll say one of your children with like enough raised eyebrow that means a question mark.
She goes, "What do you know of the elves?"
A lot.
Nothing.
Okay, so this is common knowledge. I'm not even gonna make you roll a history check, and this is pretty much common knowledge for a lot of people. Anyone that has any like semi knowledge of history, it is said that the elves pull their blood from the Fae. Like that they're just they're an offshoot of the Fae.
Okay.
And so, as far as what you can understand, in her eyes, even though Denby is half blood, she still has the blood of
It's
the
like
Fae.
a great granddaughter once removed or something. Kind of like
Yeah,
still.
it's like it's the fourth cousin, twice removed great granddaughter type thing. Like
That's
probably
so
at some point she could trace the lineage of Denby to the Fae. Like essentially like the way that elves gain their semi immortality is because of the Fae blood.
So what you're saying is that if we take Fey blood and put it in ourselves, we'll obviously just straight up we're good to go. Clearly immortal.
Charlie Sheen Tiger Blood style. And she goes, no, if you are impure to start with, you cannot do something like that.
That was not in character.
Oh,
That's
I thought it was.
So, Yokek told us that it's her husband and her son that are looking for her, right?
Mhm.
Then I guess I would say, why is your relationship with this daughter better than the relationship with the rest of your children?
She frowns at you and she goes, well, all the elves are my children, so to speak. Are you talking about the high elves?
More or less. No, not more or less. I'll say no.
Then I mean, the elves are my children. The fact that the Ironwood has placed me here, I do not view the Protector to be in good standing with me, but I still view him as one of my beloved children.
Alright, if you wish to keep your secrets as your own, we can do that for now.
I feel that
How long
you
have
should
you
do
been
an
here?
insight check, because I feel like you're assuming that she's
It is
lying.
Disadvantage, though, again, right?
Yes, because you're exhausted.
Yeah.
Can the rest of us make it though?
Absolutely.
I really don't understand this, so I am not taking part of this.
Yeah, it's totally fine. Yeah, this is an intellectual argument that has no holding to the real world for you. Beavis.
No holding sword either, apparently.
She seems to be 100% honest in this. Like the look on her face is one of like what are you talking about? Like Like, and that's why she gave you that response. She's like, I
Okay.
don't have a problem with any of my children. Like if we're discussing children from the context of the elves and